So you suck at Theme Park Tycoon 2. Wait, that doesn't sound right. So you're mediocre at Theme Park Tycoon 2. Still not right. You're trying your best to make it in Theme Park Tycoon 2. Well, this video is right for you. Theme Park Tycoon 2 is definitely a game of progress. I mean, look at my park back in 2019. Yeah. I bet this is some of you right now.
Okay, so here's a little bonus for the video. This segment is entirely not scripted, so if I sound weird, I apologize, because I don't know how to properly speak as well. But proof that this is not part of the script, bonus reaction to all my old builds. Nothing else over there. You've already heard me say all these other lines, not this one. So let's just take a look at my old builds. It's probably not going to be too long, or whatever. Boy, it's too long. I ain't watching that. Okay, this one also is pretty lengthy. Okay, never mind. We're also skipping that one. Let's just take a look at what I thought was really good at that time, and for my level of building in 2019, I guess it was. But it can become better. We all know that it can become better, but boy, yeah. It's just contemplating life right now. I am the Zeus's of the earth. Can you English, please? Thank you. A little bonus here.
Took a photo of George Lopez. This is what
That was funny as hell. Okay.
But I mean, don't feel bad. Hey, I was in your exact position a few years back, and through these tips and tricks that I'm going to show you right now, you're one step closer to being where I'm at. Here are some tips and tricks to help you become a GOAT in Theme Park Tycoon 2. So these first few are super obvious, so let's speed run through them. Buy the Disable Collisions game pass. Be careful with your money spending. Place trash cans in your park. Avoid becoming a spaghetti park and annoying all other builders in the game. Slow down coasters before they reach the station. Remember to use chain lifts when going up on a coaster. Be cautious about too many items. It's been recently updated, but you don't want to go through the hassle of all that. Place more props and natures that can help boost guest happiness. So in that way, you can charge more for stuff. Want to make money? Money farms, baby! Take advantage of precision build mode. So those are all the simple tricks that you need to know, but let's go further. These next few steps are for the PC players, so sorry mobile players, we'll get to you later. A key element of playing Theme Park Tycoon 2 in PC is not within the game itself, but it has to do with your keyboard. Hotkeys are one of, if not the most important tool that helps you become better in this game. And this is an issue that I commonly see when I watch other creators in this game. Unless it's for content purposes, you almost always use hotkeys for building. What are these hotkeys, you may ask? Well, buddy, if you look at the home row of your keyboard, J, K, and L are super essential when building off-grid. J is for the horizontal grid, K is for the vertical grid, and L is for rotation. All of these hotkeys can be found within the game itself, and I'm lazy to read them all out, so here are the most important ones highlighted at your disposal. So, want to create something like this? Yeah, we get it. Well, sorry to tell you, buddy, but it does take time. A person cannot become immediately good because it's a learning process. Like if you told me that I could build something like Las Cascadas and Montañas or Sheer Universe, you would have blown my head right off. Something that I always say when people start to contemplate their level of building is that everyone has their own skill in building. No skill ever matches one another unless you copy another person's park, but then again, I don't see people fully recreate their parks in entire detail, so be my guest. So another tip, take inspiration. Flash and Acuity are mine personally, but the two that I hold up for being the reason why I started building were I'm a Flying Midget and Dennis Daly. It was so cool to see what they do, and even more cool seeing the showcases that Shaw did when he was at his peak. So for my money, you can't start until you have your own reason for why you started. Take time. I know a majority of you have lives outside of Roblox, so if you want to dedicate yourself to building, then think of ideas when you're outside. That's what I do a lot of times when I need a cool idea for like a sheer universe or Let's Go status. But remember that inspiration is everywhere, not just within the players. Have a cool monument in your hometown? Build that monument. Architecture within a street that you find really cool? Use it for future parks. Ideas can definitely pop within your head, I guarantee it. What another night! Let's get to the stuff they don't tell you at school! Remember the hotkeys that I told you about? If you go in FreeCam and press any of the numbered hotkeys, which are the ones that open your building material, then you'll be able to use your character while in FreeCam. It's what I use whenever I record POVs. Are you permanently stuck inside a building? Well, there's no need for you to reset. You can just press Shift then 8 and delete any object large enough to get your character outside of that building. Want to optimize the building to be as dark as possible? In the top edges, use a wedge or place another prim that angles just enough to cover that light that is coming out. That way, you can have a fully dark building without having to use terrain. Speaking of terrain, build your own terrain. You can do this by making rocks out of primitives and resizing them to be big or small. And while this does take up more data than wanted, you have much prettier looking terrain for your rides. Fun fact, the new biggest rounded cylinder primitives can be resized to become really small. A lot of primitives can become really small. So just like with Precision Build Mode, take advantage of that. I'm sure that most of these non-hotkey related tips can work with mobile players as well, but be cautious because I know that a lot of aspects in PC are not the same with mobile. I've obviously played on mobile before, but not enough to where I could advise those types of players. And that is all that you need to know about me from starting off in Theme Park Tycoon 2. I'm sure this isn't everything, and I'll make a part 2 that will cover even more stuff. Maybe I'll actually provide tips on mobile players. But take all of this with a grain of salt. You're just beginning, and you have a lot of great potential. All of these great builders may seem intimidating, which also intimidates me, but with everything that I provided for you, it should be one small step after another to greatness. Happy building, and roar out.